I was locked up with this young guy named Kenny. Kenny was a 16-year-old young black boy. Kenny was locked up for allegedly, and I'm going to say allegedly because I wasn't there. He was going through his court proceedings and all that, right? He allegedly touched his little brother in the way that you should not touch anybody that's a minor, let alone the same sex, let alone your family member. So anyway, I'm locked up and I'm in my cell pop. Here walks in Kenny. I'm looking at him like, what the hell are you doing here? Like, he looked like a little boy. I mean, he was a little boy. He was 16 years old. First thing I'm thinking is, I hope he in here for like a scared straight program or something. Sadly, that's not the case. He was in here on some really, really bad charges. The type of charge that he had is where you are the most despised, despicable, slime ball, grease ball, the bottom of the barrel criminal piece of crap that ever walked this earth. And justice, whether it be served by the judge or the inmates, justice was going to be served one way or another if he was found guilty. Okay? Not only, this is how the criminal mindset worked while locked up. When the judge give you your time and you got bad charges, whether he give you 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, the judge give you your time and your sentence. Well, with bad charges, when you get locked up, the inmates pass judgment on you also. And they dish out their own punishment. Whether it's you been extorted, meaning if you buy anything from the store, like food, drinks, stamps, letters, your honey buns, your drinks, you'll have somebody run down on you and beat you up and take your stuff. Or on the worst case scenario, you might get a man that decides that he's lonely and he ain't been with a woman in years, or maybe he ain't never been with a woman, or maybe he just swing that way and he feel like, well, you a piece of crap for touching a child, so by them standards, I'm gonna make you my wife. It's crazy how somebody like that, like a person that want to turn out somebody because of their bad charges, morally, that is just crazy and sick all around. Because if you think about it, so you mean to tell me you want to get into a sexual relationship with a man that violated a kid? That right there is a reason for y'all to hit that like button. I didn't come here to play. Think about how sick that is. A booty bandit want to have intimacy with a man that touched a child. That's disgusting. That's how sick these individuals are that's in lockup, that's doing all this time. They say, oh, I got a code. I run my life I got principles. It's the principles. I got morals. Where was your principles at out on the street? Where was these so-called morals at while you was free? Now you get locked up and now you got all these principles and morals. All right, whatever. Who am I to judge, right? Hit that like button. Oh, just another thing, y'all. So, I be on the road a lot, traveling, doing business meetings. So, I really ain't got time to be in my studio right now. So, I have to make these videos like this. So, just bear with me, y'all. Y'all will see my face again soon. I just have to, I got to get these videos out for y'all. I told y'all every day I'm going to drop a video, and I am not going to let my travel time stop me from getting these videos out, okay? I appreciate everybody that been rocking with me from the beginning. Shout out to Lisa. Shout out to Eva. Shout out to Ladora. It's another dude. It's a guy. I forget his name, but you know who you is. But shout out to all of y'all, man. Shout out to everybody that done joined my fan page. I appreciate y'all. And I appreciate everybody that be blessing the Cash App and hitting the like button. Also, y'all, I got some merch that is coming out real soon. It's going to be called Hit That Like Button. And, you know, let's show y'all support. But let's get back to this. So he come up in there, and I'm looking at him like, man. So I say, yo, what's up with you? Like, what you in here for? He ain't really want to say nothing. He was kind of standoffish, kind of shyish. And, you know, with charges like that, I said, heck, I wouldn't want to tell nobody what I was in there for neither. You know, that ain't nothing to be proud of. And I'm going to tell y'all something right now. You know, being locked up, especially when you that young and never been in no situation like that, or being locked up, no matter what your charges is, it's a scary thing, man. It's a whole new environment. You got a whole bunch of grown men that could be killers, rapists, all type of stuff, y'all. It's a terrible feeling. So hold on one second, y'all. Hold on. Okay. Oh, you got something else going?
Let me just check
Okay.
with my partner.
All right. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see
I don't know
something.
what patient.
Sorry about that, y'all. I'm back. I had to run in the office right quick, but I'm back, y'all. Hit that like button. So again, you know, when you put in a situation or environment that you're not used to, it can be scary. No matter how you look at it. So he's sitting there and his head down, and he finally opened up to me. He like, man, I messed up. I said, what happened? He said, I don't know, man. I don't know. I was just curious, and I'm gonna spare y'all what he said. Okay, he basically admitted to violating his little brother. Okay, so that's established. I know earlier I said allegedly because it's still all alleged. Okay, so when he tell me this, me being who I am, y'all expected me to jump off my bunk, beat him up, cuss him out, dog him out. Let me tell y'all something. He already was going through what he was going through. I could almost say with 90% assurity that he was very remorseful. Like he was really sorry for what he done. So who am I to judge him? who am I to put my hands on him while I'm in here doing my own time? You know, like I said, a lot of these convicts' moral compass is all over the place, right? I mean, he was already feeling crappy, shitty, and I'm not saying that to say I felt sorry for him, but in another breath, I kind of did feel sorry for him, because I knew that what was waiting for him down the road. I knew that with them type of charges, oh man, it wasn't just the inmates that he had to worry about. He had to worry about the guards. And that's a whole nother ball game. When you get locked up, you do have paperwork. You do not have to have that paperwork. Okay? You don't have to show nobody your paperwork. You don't have to tell nobody what you in there for. Okay? But sometimes sometimes you get some greasy guard that just feed on drama, that just want to see something happen, especially if you're giving a guard a hard time. Oh, they know what you in there for, and they'll tell somebody. They'll put the word out of what you in there for. And if you got them type of bad charges, well, hey, it is what it is. So, oh, y'all waiting for me to tell y'all why I felt sorry for him. Well, I'll tell you what. Y'all remember that story I told about Chris becoming Christina? Well, that's what he had to look forward to. Imagine this. You're talking about a boy, a teenager that probably weigh 120 pounds, easy. This boy ain't nothing but maybe about 5'10", 5'11", right? Imagine this little boy in his cell, sitting on this bed, and a dude that been down for maybe 40 years, 30 years, that done did 1,000 push-ups a day, and he walk in the cell and he see this little boy there. How can that boy stop him from violating him in a sexual manner? How could he stop him? Even if the boy had a knife on him. This guy done been stabbed over 1,000 times. Matter of fact, he like when he gets stabbed. It boosts his adrenaline to make him go harder. You know, some of these guys don't like for people just to give it to them. Some of these guys like to hunt. They like to fight. They take pride in not just letting it happen. What I'm saying is this, y'all. Well, for the kids out there that might be listening, I know a lot of times we make a lot of mistakes. I know I made a lot of mistakes that could have cost me my life when I was a teenager. Doing B&Es, robbing people, just being out here with no guidance in the streets. I credit God and to get a little bit more personal, I credit Jesus from keeping me from losing my life. I mean, because every time I done went through somebody's window, there could have been somebody right there with a gun, ready to blow my head off. That's the part that I think about all the time. When I look at my kids, my boys, I made a promise to myself a long time ago. When I start having kids, I'm going to be in my kids' lives. I'm going to guide them. I'm going to teach them. I'm going to lead them. something I never had. I didn't have no guidance at all, just out here. Now, we can get back to this story, but I need for y'all to hit that like button. I'm not going to leave y'all with no cliffhangers or nothing. Alright? But I need for y'all to hit that like button. So I'm telling him, like, well, he asked me, like, what do you think going to happen if I go to prison? I said, well, let me tell you something. Well, number one, don't tell nobody. I repeat, don't tell nobody what you just told me. Okay? Because there's some cats in here, some dudes that is not going to receive what you said well. You might get some cats that might instantly start punching on you, kicking you, slapping you, right? Just because they feel like maybe they've been touched as a young child. And they just feel like forget every predator, no matter how old they are. And you, my man, you 16 years old. Don't you tell nobody that of what you did. Okay? That's number one. Number two, my advice to you, start doing your push-ups. I'm going to say that again, y'all. My voice cracked. I said you need to start doing push-ups and sit-ups, because your sides, you ain't going to be able to, you got to be able to protect yourself. You don't want to get victimized. And unfortunately, you know, sides sometimes don't matter, but sides do matter at the same time. So you're going to need to really start working your body out. You know, start eating. Eat everything that you can get your hands on. And do push-ups and sit-ups, man, because if you end up getting convicted for this and got to go down the road and do some years, you're going to get tested. You're going to get approached off the rip. You know, I mean, just off your appearance, off the jump. You're going to get somebody going to try to test you, man. And you know, sometimes, you know, you hear that, well, maybe if I fight, I show people that I'm not a punk and I stand up for myself, maybe people will just leave me alone. That's not always the case. I done seen where a guy did exactly what I just said. The problem was he kept getting beat up every day. Some of these dudes, like bullies and, you know, it's some cats that just want to serve their time on you, making you the butt of their time. Meaning they pick with you, laugh at you, beat you up just because they having a bad day. Some people jail off of other people. You know, you are their entertainment. So sometimes, and I just said sometimes, it's not all the way, but sometimes you can stand up for yourself and it's not enough. Sometimes you can stand up for yourself and you just gotta keep fighting. Or until you get a hold of a blade and push that knife. But then you gotta deal with getting another charge. Now you gotta deal with, well, you was only in here doing 4 years, 6 years, and now you just caught this body. And 9 times out of 10, you know, the judge ain't gonna want to hear it. The judge look at you, especially you in there for that with bad charges. That might be the judge's excuse right there, and be like, okay, we couldn't give him the max. This was the maximum that I can give him, but now I can really give him the max and hit you with that life piece for taking that life. You got a guy up in there that is extorting you, beating you up, right? And you finally fight back and you push that blade in him and he loses his life. And now you just acquired a life sentence. This is why I tell y'all to stay out of, stop committing crimes, man. Go get a job. Go work at McDonald's. I know they say, oh, but there's slow money. You sit up there comparing yourself to all these drug dealers that's out here. All these cats out here committing crimes. But I tell people this all the time, man. I'd rather be a square dude than a gangster any day. Because the square dude wins at the end. Sure. Here's the comparison. And we're going to get back to the story. Hit that like button. So you got the square dude and you got the gangster, right? The gangster got the girls, he got the money, he got the cars. The square dude, he got a little Toyota Corolla, right? He worked at McDonald's. But as times go on, the gangster, the drug dealer, get locked up. Matter of fact, he catch a body or two. They caught him with a couple of bricks. He copped out. They was going to give him a death penalty, but he settled for the life. 2 life sentences, right? Now, the square dude worked at McDonald's, came the lead, assistant manager, supervisor. Now, he got the girls. He got the money, right? While you up in prison with me, mad at the world, right? In the long run, when you do right in life, you get rewarded the right way. Sometimes you shouldn't get things the fast way. Because as fast as it comes, as fast as it goes, you'll look up, you will have it all. Then you will look up and you will have nothing at all. And then you'll be sitting there thinking while you behind bars with me, right? Like, dang, what was this all about? Why? Trust me, man, I've been there. But anyway, so I'm telling him, to wrap it all up. Don't tell nobody what you in here for. Start working out. Do your push-ups. Do your sit-ups. All right? Eat everything that you can possibly eat so you can get your weight up. Because the sad truth is this. He's a young boy. His mind is not mentally capable to handle a lot of situations. You got guys in there that is very manipulative. Will manipulate that little boy to do some crazy things that I'm not even going to talk about. Right? So, I just told him, I just really kind of felt bad for him, but at the same time, he did have bad charges. He did put himself there. How did it come out? His little brother told on him. Mama flipped out on him. Called the police. Police came and got him. So, what eventually happened to him? So, he was in there for about a week. Nobody knew what he was in there for. People was asking me, like, yo, what's up with him? I'm like, man, he just going through it. Right? It wasn't my business. I really didn't even care. I was in there facing my own time and my own charges. So, I really don't care what people were in there for. I mean, unless it's some stuff that's directly related to me. Outside of that, man, we all in here for whatever reason. So I didn't really care. I didn't care to press an issue. You know what I'm saying? And y'all can call me soft, call me whatever the heck y'all want to call me. But for you guys that ain't been locked up before, don't be sitting up there commenting and saying something crazy in the comment section. Because until you had them handcuffs put on you and you sitting in that jail cell, alright. But you know, eventually after a week, I didn't see him. A detective came in there, grabbed him, well, told him to roll it up. He packed up his stuff. And he walked out. I don't know what happened to him. Like I said, I was worried about myself. But, as always, y'all, hit that like button. Bless the Cashapp. I go live every Monday and every Tuesday. Okay? Y'all make sure, if y'all want to holler at me, if y'all want to say, "What's up, Dante?" and hang up, or "F you, Dante," you can do that too. Or if you want to, tell me a jail story on live in front of the world, you can do that too. Also, if you haven't joined the page, matter of fact, I'm going to call it something else. If you haven't joined the Hit That Like Button Nation, that's what I'm going to call it. Hit That Like Button Nation. Don't that sound good? If you ain't joined that Hit That Like Button Nation, make sure you join. Okay? Become a member of Hit That Like Button Nation. Show your support. Go ahead and get you a badge. All right? And make sure y'all bless that Cashapp too. Y'all got to help me fight this war on poverty. And with that, I hope y'all enjoyed y'all time. And I'm out. Y'all be safe.